watched the seasons changing, but you never came around. Your footsteps disappeared like a half-remembered sound. I kept a tiny hope inside that you would find your way. Even when the nights grew colder, I waited anyway. Maybe love can make us blind to all the signs we leave behind. And I waited anyway, through the storms and through the rain, holding on to something fading. Even though it brought me pain, I kept dreaming you'd return, though I knew you couldn't stay. But my foolish heart stayed open, so I waited anyway. Your letters on the table still whisper soft goodbyes. Your smile in every picture still pulls tears from my eyes. I try to tell myself to heal, to walk the other way, but every time the night gets quiet, I wait for you again. Maybe love was never meant to stay when hearts are broken. Still I waited anyway, even as my colors gray, still believing in a moment you would find your way to stay. But the truth keeps breaking through, and I face it day by day. You were never coming back, still I waited anyway. I watched the seasons changing, but you never came around. Your footsteps disappeared like half-remembered sound. I kept a tiny hope inside that you would find your way. Even when the nights grew colder, I waited anyway. Maybe love can make us blind to all the signs we leave behind. And I waited anyway, through the storms and through the rain, holding on to something fading. Even though it brought me pain, I kept dreaming you'd return, though I knew you couldn't stay. But my foolish heart stayed open. So I waited anyway. Your letters on the table still whisper soft goodbyes. Your smile in every picture still pulls tears from my eyes. I try to tell myself to heal, to walk the other way, but every time the night gets quiet, I wait for you again. Maybe love was never meant to stay when hearts are broken, bent. And I waited anyway, through the storms and through the rain, holding on to something fading, even though it brought me pain. I kept dreaming you'd return, though I knew you couldn't stay. But my foolish heart stayed open. So I waited anyway. Someday I'll learn to let you go, but tonight I barely know how to breathe without your name, how to stand inside this pain. Still I waited anyway, even as my colors gray, still believing in a moment you would find your way to stay. But the truth keeps breaking through, and I face it day by day. You were never coming back. Still I waited anyway.